Well, hello and welcome to my crafting lair. Hundreds of inches below my suburban home. Hey everybody, DM Scotty here, just having some fun. Today I thought it'd be fun to bring you something I'm calling crafts between crafts. And you guys have seen me do hundreds of crafts throughout the years, but I do a lot of crafting between my videos, right? And I thought it'd be fun to show you guys some things that I've done that I've never shown in videos before. And this is going to be called overgrowth. So things I can use on tiles to show, growth and, plants spurting up and that kind of thing. So, or interesting, transformations to tiles. So let's hit the table and I'll show you some of these crafts between crafts that I've never shown you before. My little buddy here, Roderick, is going to help me with the scale of this project. So he'll be here to show you the scale to a mini. And what I wanted to do with the idea was, overgrown layer. I didn't want to make it on the tiles because then the tiles are stuck in that type of style. So if you just make kind of scatter that you can add to the tiles, then you can use these, reuse these tiles again and again, and then just add the scatter type stuff as opposed to putting all the greenery on the tiles. So a couple things I did to add the greenery. At a very basic level, I made these little chips, right? And they are just cardstock with pencil shavings on them, and then I painted them like this mossy green. And so that's just easy. You can just scatter these around the tile, and you got a nice kind of foliage going on, growing up between the cracks and the rocks. Another thing I did was I wanted to add vines, and this is just a super simple technique. These are just plastic plants I put and hot glued on, but the base, the vine itself, is just from a paper bag, right? You might get at the shopping store or a specialty store, and they have those little kind of twisted paper handles, and all I did was soak it in white glue and then repaint it, and you get this kind of cool vine. So we can put these down on the surface here. I got another one here. We can put them down here, and it really changes this to this overgrown area, where it was before it was just a regular tile. So we're really starting to change the ambience of the scene. Another thing I love to do is I love to have spring traps on my players, terrain that suddenly pops up. And these little vines are great that I made, and they just kind of spring up through cracks, grab the players, you can, poor Roderick there. And these are super simple to make, right? They're just paper towels twisted around, and then I shape them. I soak them in white glue and water, let them dry, then I use hot glue on it to get it strong, glue it to a washer so it has a lot of, it can stand up even with holding Roderick here. It has enough weight to stand up, and then just the little pieces of plastic plant you can just glue on there, and it has a great look, and that was just super cheap and easy to make, right? So let me grab a couple more and kind of show you the different styles here. See, like that, you can have those all pop up. And then the players are trying to, maybe there's a fight going on. These are, each round these are grabbing at the players and they're trying to avoid them. So that's just super fun. Here, I can turn that around. A little, it's Lazy Susan here. So nice. I love this stuff. So much fun to spring this. And in that vein, I have something else for you. So now I have this kind of plant. It's like a trifid-like plant, and this is just made from various plastic plants. I did a weighted base like the other. I put some rubble on the base, so it looks like it cracks through the ground and then tries to grab the players. And these are fun because you can do this twist with the wire, just use the wire of the plant, and when it grabs a player, you can just put them on it like that. And it actually looks like the player is grabbed by the trifid, essentially, in this kind of thing. So here's another one. So it's got like these kind of graspy arms, and this the body that is twisted up so you can put a miniature in it. And I think that's really cool. That's a really fun thing that you can do. I had the same thing. These pop out during a fight or when they're trying to get through somewhere, attack the players, have a lot of fun with that. I also want the players to be kind of grasped by these vines, like these creatures that could cast this ability that would wrap them in vines. And so I got these little wicker balls, okay, and I pulled open the bottom so it would have a hole in it, glued a couple plastic plants on there, and then painted it green. And so when a player gets grasped like this, you can put the wicker thing on it like this, and that shows their grass. It's like, it looks great, but it's also a marker to show their grass. So that's really fun. And Roderick is very wide open, so it's a little harder to get it on him. But here, I can just put it on his head there. And so that just symbolizes that he's been grasped by the vines from the thing. So I think that's a really simple, easy craft, but it looks great at the table, and it's just super simple to do. And now for the piece de resistance. I have this tree, but the tree was for these vampiric nymphs that would attack the players, and of course they can retreat to the tree, which was fun. And this was in a room like about this size, so that was really cool. But the neat thing about that was not only the protection they got, but I made these tendrils that could come off the tree, and they're just from plastic plants, right? And I put holes in the tree with beads, and you can just pop that in there. And so you got, a tendril coming out and wherever the players are. And you can also grab the players like poor Roderick here, to symbolize that they've been grabbed. So you can have different levels, of the, you can have different levels of the tendrils and that kind of thing. So just a lot of fun. And it's a challenging encounter when the monster can retreat to the tree, and get away, but pop out and then use abilities, or the tree itself, it can actually use these tendrils to grab players. So that is just a lot of fun. I just a stunted tree with moss on it and that kind of thing. This is just my tree technique. If you've seen me do that before, it's just toilet paper rolls, paper towels, toilet paper, hot glue. I use little beads and cover them up. These are just plastic flowers, plastic pieces from, Dollar Tree plants. These are just from the same, just Dollar Tree plants. And so you can just stick those in there and have a lot of fun with the players. The encounter was fun and exciting. And so when you start, the tendrils are not on the tree because they retreat into these holes. And then you have the fun of all of a sudden, when they're, trying to beat up the nymphs, they meld into the tree, and these tendrils come out and the tree's actually fighting them. So a lot of fun. The players can hack the tendrils off and all that kind of thing. So just another fun craft. And I hope you enjoyed seeing these crafts between the crafts that I just never got the chance to show in a video. And I'm going to do a lot more of these because I have tons of crafts you guys have never seen. And it's just fun to show this kind of stuff and talk about how you might use it. See you next time on the DM's Craft. Hey everybody, how you doing? Bring it on in, bring it on in. What does a wizard milk dragon, a plucked bear owl, and a gold panning zombie have in common? Well, it's our newest adventure from Quest Givers, the Green Mine. You can answer these and many other questions, having fun adventuring in the Green Mine. Check it out at Quest Givers. You guys have fun crafting and have fun gaming. You all take care.